Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen, and I'm the branch manager of IntelliQuick Lettings Richmond. This isn't an ordinary episode of the virtual sofa share. I wanted to come on to camera to talk to you about a new initiative that we're running here at IntelliQuick Lettings. Coronavirus is a true emergency for many. And with the loss of thousands of jobs through the furlough scheme, many more families have been driven into poverty. As a community-based organisation, meaning we value our roots in the community, we want to help and we want to do whatever we can. That's why my wife and I have decided that for every new landlord that provides us with an instruction, whether it's let only or management, we will donate £100, 20% of our revenue from each instruction, to Whitton Community Foodbank. We haven't quite worked out the details of this yet, whether they'll be handed the cash directly or whether they'll provide us with a list of food that they need. But with your support, we can get thousands of pounds more into this food bank. I don't want to see any family not being able to eat this Christmas, or even right now, or next year. That's why I'm asking you, landlords. You are going to let your property, you're looking for tenants, or you're looking for management services, and it won't cost you a penny extra. So please, if you're looking for these services already, contact IntelliQuick Lettings today. Speak to me. My number is 0208 124 8818 or 0203 900 1820. By working in partnership with IntelliQuick Lettings, we could raise the food bank thousands of pounds. I'm sure, like me, you don't want to see an adult or a child go hungry, ever. Thank you for listening. I now want to play you a very brief video called This is Poverty, taken from the Joseph Rowntree Foundation. It's only a couple of minutes long, and I would ask you to stick around and just give it a quick watch. Speak soon.
Food banks.
Deprivation.
Not having access to certain resources that make life livable.
For me, poverty means no money.
I think that it means many different things, and that will also be different to different people.
Saying 1 in every 5 people is living in poverty in the UK.
1 in 5. Well, that doesn't really surprise me. There's 5 of us in here. I'm the one on camera, so I guess I must be that one. Fun times.
I grew up in an actually affluent part of Glasgow. I knew we were poor because I was hungry a lot. I had to have cardboard in my shoes when there was a hole.
My husband walked out. I ended up with just my pension and no other income.
For me, I became homeless at the age of 17.
2 months after my dad died, I didn't have any income.
When you don't have money, you don't have control over your life.
I have to prioritise a lot. I can't just plan a normal day. I can't even plan to definitely meet somebody in a week's time because I might have no money left by then.
Your life is more about surviving, like getting through each day as opposed to actually just enjoying things that you're doing.
I don't know what is luxury anymore. Everything is luxury when I have food in my house, and if my son is happy, this is luxury for me.
I've got to make the decision to either eat or not. A basic element of survival in life, and I can't choose that on a daily basis.
It's constant, it's every day, it's always, have I got enough money in my account to feed my son for the month, clothing for the month, you know, something like a birthday comes up, that messes totally with your budget.
The bills are coming, electricity, gas, water bill, council tax, and then you pay for a school lunch. The sports club of school is £20, which I can't afford. And I feel like I'm unable to be a good parent for him.
I'm in a situation now However, where the council is forcing me to move, they're going to put me on universal credit, which means that I will have to wait before I get any help with rent. I'm not sure how I'm going to make out with that. At 72, no one is going to employ me. So I think my options as far as increasing my income are just not there.
If I'm lucky, I'll have a shift a week. That's £78. Take out travel and food, it don't work. How can I live off that?
But people ask me, what do you do? And the easiest answer is, what do I don't do? I work as a nanny. Myself and my son have just ended up hiring bouncy castles out. I'm also a full-time student, and it doesn't seem to matter how hard I try, I never really feel like I'm getting anywhere.
Poverty is frustrating. It seems as if you're fighting against a tide, and the tide is always running against you.
I'm being dragged so far, I'm surprised I'm not underwater already. It's draining, it's physically draining. There are days I struggle to get out of bed even.
Having poor mental health traps you into cycles of poverty that you feel that you have no way out of.
Cuts to certain services has definitely had an impact in how people are supported.
I believe that public services are there to keep you safe, protected, and provide your basic needs. You know, you pay into it in your good times so that should you fall on hard times, that you can actually take back from that.
I know that economically it doesn't have to be this way, and I feel very much that there's much more as a society that we could be doing to change things.
It's never right to be living in poverty. It's never right, and especially for children.
It's inhuman. It's not right.
I think we all need to be a lot more compassionate. The world doesn't work without compassion.
Yeah, I feel like people kind of judge, you know, and say that you're not responsible, that you haven't got a clue.
I have a few different health conditions and disabilities, so as soon as I open my eyes in the morning, I have to assess how much pain I'm in. I'm sure that there's big sections of the population that just think we need to try harder to get out of poverty. Like, I wish it was that simple, so much. I really do.
Now, I was watching that video at the same time as you, and it's heartbreaking. It's the truth. Now, we've been questioned on our motives for doing this. And the fact is, we're a lettings agent, and we regularly get people inquiring about letting their properties through us. And it's that gives us the opportunity to be able to be able to carry out this initiative. I have close links with the community centre, and I've visited the Whitton Community Foodbank a number of times. I've seen the people that go in to use it that are struggling, and it breaks my heart. And I wanted to give you some figures. In 2013 to 14, and these are figures from the Trussell Trust, who run the Whitton Community Foodbank. So 2013 to 14, in London, 99,925 people came in to use a food bank. In 2014 to 15, that figure was 108,373. 112,124 in 15 to 16. 113,701 in 16 to 17. 137,923, 17 to 18. 169,734, 18 to 19. And in the last financial year, 19 to 20, an astonishing and shameful on the part of the government, 204,299. Now, I have to stress with these figures that these are individuals. So it could include a family with children, could make up 4 or 5 of these individuals. But looking at these numbers is shocking and it's horrific. So we're doing what we can. 20% of our revenue that we get from landlords, and landlords don't have to pay a penny extra, but you can make this huge social impact by letting your property through us. We don't gain anything extra from it. We don't really benefit from it in any way. Yes, we're getting extra stock, as it were, but that's not the issue here. And that's not what matters to me. What matters to me is we make this money that is so desperately needed. And yes, it's going to one food bank, and we can only help a proportion of people in the UK, in our part of the UK, who need help. And there are many more out there like it. And I would encourage agents around the country to take up the same initiative, or in fact, any local business that can spare any amount of cash or food donations to do the same. Thank you.